taking a look at the practice quiz for, what section is this, Darius? 1.4, right. So you have a lot of equations to help you out here. This starts out going with what the slope is of these lines. If you want to go with the visual and you plot these out, you'll see that these both share the same y-coordinate. If you want to show the work for this, you could say that this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So -9 minus 7 dividing with -3 dividing by -3. So this is eventually going to cancel in your denominator. Anytime you have 0 in your denominator, this is undefined. If you graph this out, that's fine, but if you see from the equation, it's not going to go anywhere. So it's just a vertical line. So this is undefined. The next one has a little bit more work to it. If we take a look from graphing these 2 points out, it would look like this. Measuring our change in x, this is over once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. So +6 is our change in x. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down 8 is our change in y. So when simplified, we could say that this is change in y over change in x. So -8 over 6, or -4/3. Make sense, Hannah? Yep. The next one's pretty easy to graph out. It would look like this. Both have the same y-coordinate, so this has to be a slope of 0. Even if you were going to show your work, you would have something like 8 minus 8 over -2 minus 5. So really just 0 over 7, which is just 0. So you got that. Next problem has you going to point-slope form using these conditions. You can denote this as x1, y1. Your slope is 4. Y minus 8 equals 4, parentheses x plus 4. I'm smart here because I know that I'm subtracting a negative coordinate, so that's why I'm just jumping ahead and saying it's plus. Using these conditions, we know our slope is 5/9. It's asking to go to slope-intercept form, so this is easy. Modeling y equals mx plus b. You have x, we're adding on 2. This is done. Y equals 5/9 x plus 2. Halfway there. How's my time doing, Jack? Time's good, right? Close, yeah. All right, good. That works. Yeah. We saw this problem from the video, x and y intercepts. We could check the x-intercept if we plug in where y is 0. So this is going to give us our x-intercept. This would leave us with 1/2 x minus 2 equals 0. Moving terms to the same side, this all equals 2. Eventually x equals -4. So this is 1 point we can graph out. For the y-intercept, this is checking where x is 0. Or sorry, y-intercept's checking where x is 0. So this eventually just leaves you with y minus 2 equals 0. So y is going to have to be equal to 2. So this is based off of the video. We get 2 points. We get to graph it. Then we're done. Determine the slope and the y-intercept of the graph of the equation. Goal here, quickest way is to isolate y. Notice that it's in slope-intercept form soon. Maura, you're smart. How many moves is this going to take if I'm trying to isolate y? 2 steps. You're subtracting 11x, subtracting 11x, y plus 2 equals negative 11x, getting rid of 2. Gretchen, are these like terms? 11x and 2? Why not? One's 11x. One's 11 and one's 2, right? But what does 11 have that 2 doesn't? Good. So can't combine them. So y equals negative 11x minus 2. Based off of this, you know your slope's going to be negative 11. And your y-intercept is negative 2. We're graphing this. Our y-intercept's negative 1. I'll rewrite my slope over here. I'm going to leave the top part as negative, so my change in x is 5, moving over once, 2, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, going down 2, getting us here. Drawing arrows so that this keeps going. Probably help if you can see that, right? Good? Yeah? All right. That's wonderful. This is similar to the video where we don't see y, but we can isolate x. So we have 3x equals negative 6, dividing both sides by 3. X equals negative 2. So this is a vertical line where x is negative 2. Ten's a tricky one. It's saying that there are 2 lines graphed on an xy plane. One has a slope of 0, one has an undefined slope. They intersect at x equals 8, so it looks like this. The equation for the second line is really any equation with a slope of 0. This one's actually extra credit. I'm only going to have 9 be considered for the grade as of now, but you could have had y equals 1. Could have had y equals negative 2. Doesn't matter. Lots of options.